Live from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Milwaukee Brewers. Boog Sciambi alongside Chris Singleton. Well, Singy, all eyes on him today after his incredible performance in the last one.
Yeah, Boog, that was one of the best hitting displays I've seen in a while. My man was in the zone. He's able to carry that momentum over to today. We're in for a show on MLB The Show.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. And towing the slab, Chad Patrick. What do we have on him?
Yeah, Boog, last time out, got into the fourth inning. The key to his success today, he's got to throw first pitch strikes, get ahead in the count. I think that'll get him into position to qualify for a win.
All right, ready to go here.
Leading off
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
Designated hitter, number 17, Shohei Ohtani.
Fastball right back to the mound. To first, one pitch and one out.
Huge sigh of relief, I'm sure.
Here's the Pirates lineup now. It features one of the sport's true superstars, Shohei Ohtani.
This guy had an on-base percentage of over 400 last month. That's just telling you he's taking his walks, he's getting his knocks, he's finding some holes. Everything just going really well for him right now. But don't overlook the fact that happens because he's having consistently good at-bats.
Just missed. To the right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
We've all seen the defensive shift make a big difference in defending against pull hitters, but it's not foolproof. He pulled it as expected, but he found a hole that time.
Here is Aaron Judge. Man at first, one away. Swung on, belted. Carrying well. Out of here. Aaron Judge leads the yard. Home run number 10 on the year. And the Pirates take the lead. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. No, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
At the plate, Munetaka Murakami, and it stays fair. So a man aboard now with one away. Cal Raleigh, the next Pirate to hit. Singy's currently the team leader in runs batted in. Swings through that one for strike two.
Very well executed changeup right there. If he can command the fastball consistently, that's going to be an important pitch in terms of him turning this outing around.
Double play ball to second. There's one. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. Cannonball coming. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Back here at American Family Field. And on the mound for the Pirates, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boog, this is a guy that struck out over 200 batters
tonight,
just a year ago. So he's definitely one of those guys that's got ridiculous swing and miss stuff. Hitters have to make a decision early, and that causes them to many times guess wrong. and end up missing the baseball. But when you got a guy that's taking the mound that has the ability to send guys walking back to the dugout, it can be pretty fun to watch, and hopefully that's what we'll see in this one.
Fastball for a strike. Good job to fight that one off.
Let's go, Bryce.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And there's one away.
Batting second, the designated
Okay,
hitter,
let's check out the lineup. And one to watch, of course, their three-hole hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting in a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy is always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
William Contreras, the next to hit, takes ball one.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Next offering is fouled back. Here's a 2-1. Line drive, and that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. He's in there.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
Let's go, Air Jordan.
Alvarez was crushing in his last game, hitting 3 home runs.
3 homer games don't grow on trees, Boog. There aren't even 150 players in MLB history who've done it more than once. So what he did in that last game was really impressive.
Man at second. Just missed.
Come on, Air Jordan.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
First and second, 1 out. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. up now for the Brewers. 2 for 4 in the game last night. Ripped on a line to center. Suzuki under it. Takes it in for the out.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it. But sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
That's too low. Ball 1. And Chris, his home run numbers this season are good enough to rank him in the top 10 in the league. 2 on, 2 outs. That one off the mark. 2 balls, no strikes. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. So the call stands. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. Good hitters count the 2-0. Just missed.
He's just missing with some pitches that, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, Good pitches, but even better takes.
Right through there for a strike. First and second, 2 down. Here in the second game of the series. And they're all loaded up.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Next for the Brewers, Garrett Mitchell. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. The 1-0. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. The 1-1.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
2 outs. Bases are full. In for a strike, and now just 1 pitch away from surviving the inning. Hit on the ground softly to short. Gets it to first as they escape the bases loaded jam. Brewers leave them loaded. They trail things here 2-0. Back here in Milwaukee, Gunnar Henderson steps in, top 5 in WAR, basically worth more than a couple of bottom feeder teams. Unreal, Singy.
Yeah, he's not just valuable, Boog. He's practically carrying the franchise in a backpack.
In the air to left center. Mitchell on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Batting 7, the second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Yeah, Singy, he's turning BP into a lifestyle.
I mean, pitchers are calling their parents after games just to decompress.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Fires in time.
Batting 8, the center fielder, Ichiro Suzuki.
2 outs, base is empty. And now here is Ichiro Suzuki. Popped in the air, left side. And that is that. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh, but they're on top 2-0. Back here at American Family Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. So the Milwaukee Brewers have had an outstanding start to the season. Only a few weeks in, but so far they're every bit as good as expected, Singy.
Boog, we've gotten the opportunity to just see how confident this ball club is, and everyone knew coming in they were going to be a good team. And sometimes teams can struggle under those lofty expectations, but not these guys so far. You can see the swagger, and on top of it, they're producing the results to back it up. Plenty of season still to go, of course, but they look like a team that's built for October.
Joey Ortiz up now for the Brewers. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. The 0-2. High fly ball, right field. Tucker settles underneath it, and there are 2 down.
Batting 9, the catcher, number 99, Gary Sanchez.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. That clips a corner. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is that. Brewers go down quietly. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Back here at American Family Field, here's Bobby Witt Jr.
Bobby Witt Jr.
Witt getting to start at shortstop, hitting 9th in today's lineup. And so far this year, he's slugging over 500. That's out to center field. 1 away.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Smoke to the left. This looks like extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. Into second, and he's got a double.
Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
One out, runner at second. So here's Kyle Tucker now. That one fouled off.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Man at second. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the left fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Swings over the top of that one.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another.
Now this is through for a base hit. Here's Ohtani flying around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
2 outs, runner at first. And now Munetaka Murakami. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Swings and chases a low one there.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Next one just misses. And that's ball 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Stays alive. The 2-2. And misses inside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Okamoto. They take the force out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 3-0. It's an NL Central showdown right here on ML. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Bryce Terang. Foul ball there. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a ball and 2 strikes. Hard hit left side. Throw to first is in time.
Up next for the Brewers, the designated hitter, William Contreras.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-0.
Let's go, William.
Line drive. That's a base hit out into left center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Here's Yordan Alvarez.
Coming off a stellar performance at the dish last game. Looking for his first hit in this one. Still early, though, Boog.
Here comes the 0-1. He swings and fouls one off. Here's the 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Guerrero Jr.
The 1-0. Contreras leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Two now. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Brewers strand 1. They trail it here 3-0. Back here in Milwaukee, down the third baseman, Gunnar Henderson. Ball one, no strikes. Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Late swing, foul to the left. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. One gone here.
The batter, number 6, second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Gets him to chase after that one. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Up next for Pittsburgh.
Stepping in, Ichiro Suzuki. He's 0 for 1. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes the grab on the run. 2 away now. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Grant Anderson, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Koenig, a left-hander, also throwing.
That's a corner. Hey, one.
The 2-2. And that just misses. Shohei Ohtani. Next to bat for the Bucks. Battling here as he fouls it away. Three and 2. Payoff pitch. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Back here at American Family Field, ready to go, bottom 4, Kazuma Okamoto. Up now for the Brewers.
Okamoto.
And that skips in the dirt. That one fouled hard the other way. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next for the Brewers, the center fielder, number 8, Garrett Mitchell.
A little bit high. And that is ball 1. Okamoto aboard here at first with nobody out.
That's the ball.
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. 3-2 now. This one in the air right field. And that's a fair ball. Okamoto around third. And they cut the lead to 2. Now here is Jackson Chourio. Flying to center his first time. And a foul ball.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and
can't glove it cleanly. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Joey Ortiz.
And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Gets the outside corner with that one.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Grounder might be 2. The flip, there's 1. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing.
He's so good at coming across the bag and snagging it with the bare hand to throw. I like the flair that he brings day in and day out.
The catcher,
Base is empty
99,
after the double play.
Gary
Here is Gary Sanchez.
Ball. Outside.
And that's in for a strike. On the ground, and that's just foul. Stays alive. And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Pirates 3 and the Brewers 2. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. Up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. And he'll just eat it, so that's an infield knock.
Everything came together for him. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Chad Patrick departs. So the Brewers bring on a new pitcher from the pen, Grant Anderson.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is. I'm really impressed with this offense. They haven't been timid at the plate at all. They've been aggressive, and they're keeping the defense on its toes. So far, they've got 7 hits within the first 3 pitches of an at-bat, so there's been no time to get comfortable on the mound.
Let's go, Grant.
Here's a 1-1. Now this one gets away from Gary Sanchez. To second. Safe. He beats it. And now a man into scoring position.
This is something that'll happen to him from time to time behind the dish. The defense is a part of his game he's trying to improve, but right there just couldn't squeeze it, and it cost him.
Here we go, Grant.
Man at second. Hard liner. And there's one down.
Up next to the Pirates, the left fielder, number 99, Aaron.
It's Aaron Judge now.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure where their clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. The 0-1.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
There comes an 0-2 to Judge. Out to short, Ortiz. Fires to first in time.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the first baseman, number 5, Munetaka Murakami.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. That one carrying. And it hits the base of the wall. Shohei to the plate and scores. And they lead by 2.
Comes through with the RBI. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
So runner at second, 2 down. Cal Raleigh digs in now.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Laser to the gap, should score the run. Rounds third, headed for the plate. In comes the run from second. Throw cut off to second. In there, he's safe.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Man on second, 2 down.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Here's a 1-1. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Runner at second, 2 down. We're at the top of the 5th. Struck him out looking. They limit the damage here. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Pirates 5. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers. That's in there, and that is strike 1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for the Brewers, the designated hitter, William Contreras.
Runner on the move. Pitch is high. Throw there. Safe. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
The 1-0. And that's too high.
Well, these Brewers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've been lining the ball all over the ballpark, and unfortunately, sometimes it's right.
That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. Can't get to it, and this should score the run. The run scores from second, and they cut the lead to 2.
He has had such a good day today. I don't think he's going to want to leave when it's over.
Couple of doubles today for the DH. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. A strikeout and a walk.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Sliced hard but foul. So runner in scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate. Last half of inning number 5. Hot shot, and he can't knock it down. Contreras coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make. Now on the bump, Edwin Diaz. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Here's a big power threat. Kazuma Okamoto. A walk, and he's also single. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. And downstairs. This one in the air, center field. Brings it in.
Up next for the Brewers, the center fielder, number 8, Garrett Mitchell.
In the air, right field. Tucker in position. Makes the grab.
Up next for the Brewers, the right fielder, Jackson.
Big spot, and here comes Jackson Churio. 1 for 2. Right through there for a strike.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, and you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
Jet swing went around, and the count is 0-2. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Good job at damage control right there. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. 5 innings complete. Back, it's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moments so far.
Now pitching for
Here
the
comes
Brewers,
the new arm for the Brewers,
number 47,
Jared Koenig.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Come on, Jared.
And the 0-1. Fought off foul.
Here we go, Jared.
And the 0-2.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
There's a swing and a drive. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again.
No, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where pitchers would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
That one misses. Ball 3.
Let's go, Jared.
And a base hit up the middle. And a man aboard.
Up next to the Pirates.
Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Up next for the Pirates, Ichiro Suzuki.
Come on, Jared.
The lefty, the 1-0. Fouled off left side.
Here we go, Jared.
Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Okamoto takes it in for the out. 1 down.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr.
That misses. And that's ball one. Marte, the base runner at first with one out. Nice grab.
Get it in gear.
There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
So the Pirates' batting order turns over. Shohei Ohtani, the next to hit. Swing and a foul out of play. The 0-1. That one ripped, but foul.
Here we go, Jared.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Let's go, Jared. Oh. Strike him out.
And that's downstairs. And it's 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Pirates leave one as they hold on to a 5-4 lead. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Well, that two-seamer's heat-seeking for right-handed batters. Just runs in on those hands.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Tucker under it. One up, one down.
Up next for the Brewers, the catcher, number 99, Gary Sanchez.
Ball one low.
Even with really good velocity, two-seam fastball up in the zone to a left-handed hitter, even though that velocity's good, you see it really well, and it can be a dangerous pitch.
Way out front for strike two. The Brewers trailing by a run here in the bottom of the sixth. On a line out towards center. And there's two away.
The batter, number 2, second baseman.
Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. This is Bryce Terang. 1 for 3. This one smacked out to left center. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Quick move to first. Terang gets back easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch. But with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
Quick toss to first. Terang back in on a dive. Here's 0-1.
Come on, William.
That's smashed towards center. And that's the inning. Milwaukee leaves one. Still down a run. It's 5-4.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back.
Brewers,
We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound.
Brandon Brooks.
Well, one-run game. Kyle Tucker now at the plate. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. Kyle Tucker the other way. His 13th home run of the season, and they tack one on the board. It's 6-4. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. Not even close there. And the count is 1-1. Activity in the bullpen. DL Hall. McGill getting cranked up as well. That missed by a lot. 3-1. Judge rips that one. That's a hit.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Munetaka Murakami, the next Pirate to hit.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
This one in the air center field. Mitchell under it. And there's one down.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the catcher, Cal Raleigh.
Nope, that's away.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. And it'll be runners at second and third, only one away.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Big spot, and up steps Gunnar Henderson. That one close, ruled the ball. Ball 1. Challenge from behind the dish here. And that one did find the strike zone. So they've still got both their challenges. 2 on, 1 out.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Swinging a ground ball. Flips it. Nicely done for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So with second and third occupied, they go for the intentional walk. Base is now loaded, and there's a force at every base. All loaded up. Ichiro Suzuki, the next Pirate to hit. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. And that one fouled off. You'll one. Yeah, that's fouled off. Yo 2. In the air, left field, base hit. 1 run is in. Ball comes in. Runner stops at third. Base is still loaded with 2 out.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. And here comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Brandon Angel Serpa will take over here.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute 1 pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Yo 1. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Oh, 2 now. On the ground right side. They get the force. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3 midway in inning number 7. Back here in Milwaukee, set for the last half of the 7th. Yordan Alvarez up now for the.
Now pitching for
Pirates with a new arm on the mound. Griffin Jax.
Griffin Jax.
All right, Milwaukee. Come on, Crew.
The other way. Fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
That one fouled off. And that's a base hit. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Now let's see if they can string something together. Make it a little more interesting.
Here's the third baseman, Kazuma Okamoto. You gotta feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is gonna turn on one swing. The Brewers with the tying run at the plate. Here at the bottom of the seventh. He was looking to come up with the shutdown inning and off to a shaky start. Here's a 2-0. That's a base hit, run scored.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Griffin Jacks won't go any further tonight. On the mound now for the Pirates, Adrian Morejon.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than one hit per inning pitch so far this season.
And a ground ball to first. Base hit into the outfield. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Next for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. Golden opportunity right here.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Pitch is in there. That's strike one. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Good job to fight that one off. Comebacker could be two to the plate for one. A sensational double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
And there's a strike on the outside corner. Fouls away the first offering. So the tying run at second. Swing and a pop-up. Murakami has a beat on it. And that is the third out of the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 7-5. You're watching Pirates baseball on the show Pittsburgh. Back here at American Family Field. At the top of the eighth, here's Ohtani. And it's fouled away. That one missing inside. That's way outside. And the count 2-1. Slider for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's one down.
Nice, doubled up with the slider for that punch out. The one before just caught the zone, so as a hitter, you have to protect right there. Great pitch to just expand a little bit more. He got that chase he was looking for. That right there is good pitching.
There's a swing and a drive. And that is foul.
Here we go, Angel.
Chopped out in front of the plate. On the run, throw to first. Pretty nice play there.
Up next to the Pirates, the left fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Here's Judge now, and it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
That's a ball. Let's do this, Brewers.
And that one hammered way back there. Into the corner, but foul. Two down, nobody on. And there's a foul ball.
Let's go, Angel.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that'll do it. So they go quietly there. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Pirates 7 and the Brewers 5. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season.
Number 99, Gary Sanchez. Now pitching for
New pitcher on here, Andres Munoz.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Line drive, base hit right field. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0 for to start the season and get into a slump. Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
The tying run at the plate. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
Pirates holding on to a 2-run lead. Ripped, and he can't glove it. It's by him. throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Really important at bat coming up now.
High leverage spot, and William Contreras digging in. Known for his late inning heroics. And that misses. And it's 1-0. That one is absolutely belted. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double. A run scores. It's a 2-run game.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Kenley Jansen.
And never an easy situation coming in with runners at second and third. He's got a base to work with, so he doesn't have to be perfect, but he does have to make some quality pitches.
That's in there. That's strike one. And the slider just misses.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
One now. Swing and a foul out of play. Here's a 1-2. Inside, just missed.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Now one miss. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Payoff pitch. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first, but the tying run comes in to score.
Well, you're definitely looking to do more with that opportunity at the plate. 2 runners in scoring position, but at least he puts the ball in play. They bring across 1 run. Still one out there to pick up.
The first baseman.
Here's the sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. Be a big pickoff if he can push a run across.
There's the strike.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
On the corner for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Contreras takes his lead at third with 1 away. Slice to right. Well, he delivers in a huge spot right there.
Well, he's so dialed in. I don't think he even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing, nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see guys take in this situation.
1 out, man at first. Kazuma Okamoto up now for the Brewers. Up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. There's one. Fires to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. So they get 3 and jump ahead late. Through 8 full, the Brewers have the advantage, 8-7. Last.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Brewers,
back, and here
number
comes the
45,
closer, Abner Uribe.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
This one lifted in the air, left field. And there's one away. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism is shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with. They got to find a way to get a runner on and get one around the bases.
Raleigh batting with one down, takes a strike.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Fouled off. He was late. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Looking to get the tying run on base. What a stop to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Pirates, the third baseman, number 2, Gunnar Henderson.
Here we go, Brewers. Make it happen, Brewers.
That's a base hit. So the tying run reaches with 2 away.
First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Here's Ketel Marte.
Come on, Brewers.
And a strike.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. Here's a 1-1.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
Substitution being made at first. Pirates going with a pinch runner. Termarr Johnson looking for some added speed out there in the late innings. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Fires it to the plate. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. What a game. We're tied at 8.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Abner Uribe done for the night, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. So the Brewers bring out a new pitcher from the pen, Trevor McGill.
Trevor McGill.
And now a huge at-bat. Coming up, looks like it'll be a pinch hitter. J.J. Bleday. He comes to the plate in a huge spot in this one. Just missed. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. Still one challenge left for them. Two on, two outs. Fastball is outside. And another ball.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Shohei Ohtani, the kind of bat that can make a big impact if they can keep it going here. Here's a 3-0. That one in triple digits.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Swings and misses. And the count's full. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Huge strikeout there. So one run in the inning on this base hit. All even now at 8 apiece. Nick Gonzalez. He's the new shortstop as he comes in as a defensive replacement here. And now the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell.
Now this guy, a player that if he gets on base has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
And that is out of play. This to third. Slinging it to first in time.
Up next for the Brewers, the right fielder, Jackson.
The Brewers going with a pinch hitter,
number 10,
Sal Frelick. He represents the winning run. On the ground, out to short. Throws to first in time.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Luis Rengifo. He represents the winning run.
A defensive change for the Pirates. Now playing shortstop, number 13, Luis Rengifo.
Two down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. And a strike on the outside edge. Oh, and this one's blasted. High and deep. It's on its way. Out of here. Ball game.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.
The final here today, 9-8. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambu. Thanks for